Hello, my fault-tolerant demons. Before we begin, I have a quick correction from our previous video. You should really add port 80, the HTTP port, to your firewall rules because some browsers will try to hit that port and expect a redirect. And if you don't have that, then some browsers will not be able to access your service. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get this party started. So we're going to go ahead and log into our DigitalOcean droplet. And the purpose of this today is we are going to be setting up systemd and also trying to DDoS it with Hey to make sure that everything is fault tolerant. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open up this file. It does not exist yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and paste this in. Now, essentially what this is doing is it's describing a service that the Linux operating system will keep running for you. And that service is going to be PocketBase serve, pocketbase.chadflare.com. And then we're going to have our standard output. Actually, we're going to go ahead and change this to output. And then we're going to go ahead and note here that it says restart always and restart seconds, 5 seconds. And then this limit no file, the purpose of this is to improves the number of real-time subscribers that PocketBase can have. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do :write quit. Then we're going to come up here and we're going to do system control enable PocketBase. And then we're going to do system control start PocketBase. And we're going to do system control status PocketBase just to make sure that it's working. You can see that's active and it's running. And then we're going to come here and we're going to go to pocketbase.chadflare.com and we'll see that it is actually up. We'll go ahead and go into the admin panel. So the admin panel is working. Now the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to actually do a power cycle to make sure that that works, because our expectation here is that if for some reason the server power cycles or is turned off and turned back on again, we want to make sure that the PocketBase instance comes back up. Okay, so now we're going to check. We're going to do a little refresh. It'll say cannot connect, but we're expecting it to come up here in a second. Okay, so it's come back up. So that's all working just fine. We're going to connect back in. All right, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to actually hit this with Hey. So we're going to create a new collection. We call this test with just a new field. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to go into test. We're going to create a new record. Then we're going to go ahead and go into edit collection, API rules. We're going to open up the list search rule and the view rule. Then we're going to go to API preview, do list search, and we're going to find this. And we're going to just test this with curl. So we'll say https pocketbase.chadflare.com. Okay, and so we're actually getting a response back. And what we're going to do is we're going to come in front of this and we're going to use Hey. We're going to send 1,000 requests with a concurrency of 100. Oh, shoot, I got to do this for my MacBook. Okay, and we can see that that's working, doing about 766 requests a second. We're going to bump this up. We're going to bring this up to 100,000, and this is going to actually cause issues for the server. So we're going to do 100,000. We're going to do 1,000 concurrent. And now if we come in here and we try to list users or access the test collections, I'm actually surprised that it's working right now. I would have expected this to not handle this concurrency. So let's go ahead and crank this up a little bit. We're going to do 10,000 concurrent. This is definitely going to cause problems for it. Okay, so now the server is locked up. We're going to let that run for a little bit, make sure it's still locked up. Now that my simulated attack is complete, we're going to go ahead and refresh. And what we're looking for here is, it's fine that the server locked up. We can expect that. But what we want to see is that the actual instance comes back up, and it does. So there you go. So now everything works. And so this is fault tolerant. In our next video, we're going to talk about a managed host for PocketBase.